What's up, guys? What's going on? How are ya? Welcome back to week number 2, season number 2 of the Shadow Racing League. A little bit of a change of plans. Originally, it was going to be at Darlington, but the Lady in Black just couldn't contain these guys, so they're going to head far out west to Old Auto Club. So we're going to see about between 15 and 20 cars on track. It's going to be a really good time. I will have the one and only Beast as a little bit of a streaming partner. He's going to kind of keep us up with laps and fuel and all that's going to go on. So Beast, again, big thank you for allowing me to kind of camp on to what you're doing. He's going to be in that 21 Motorcraft Ford Old Wood Brothers machine. This is going to be a pretty damn good race. Can't wait to see exactly how it pans out. After last week, opening up the series at Talladega, I believe. I don't quite remember who won that race. These races are kind of bleeding one into the next, but man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Talladega was a blast with the JPA or chain gravoid rules. I don't expect anything less. Another 2-mile, very fast track, and possibly the last time that Shadow Racing hits this track. For anybody out there that don't know, whether you watch this now or watch it later, Auto Club is meant to meet a bulldozer here pretty soon. I was looking at the iRacing schedule, and they're going from Las Vegas back to Phoenix to Atlanta, and I'm thinking, okay, well that doesn't complete the old normal, or what's come to be the normal West Coast swing. That's been going on over the last few years, and I think it was Alpha York that pointed out. It goes, Pete, Auto Club's off the schedule. Yeah. Light bulb went off, and it's like, yeah, man, I forgot all about that. Auto Club, the 2-mile configuration, the kind of a sister track to Michigan, no longer on the schedule. So this could very well be the last time that we see any of these big leagues head on over to Auto Club. What a shame. Just like Iowa last week in NNR and a few others. What a mistake. There is the invite from the one and only JPA. Go ahead and get loaded in, and as always, we will go through the field. Again, big thank you to Beast for allowing me to tag along for laps and fuel and trouble and anything else that he may come across. Running order. I was teasing him. I said, I think that 21's going to come in last, because during the warm-up laps, he was up against the wall. The front end of the Mustang was pointed towards me. I said, yeah, it looks like any typical Ford Mustang I've ever seen. It's on the back end of a wrecker being towed along down the road, and all you see is the headlights. So he didn't like that very much, but he knows I kid. If I didn't, he might think something was going on. Q-Dog out there saying, let's go JPA and Beast, hashtag JPA Militia. Q-Dog, yeah. There you can see that 21 Shell Pennzoil Ford Mustang for JPA. I believe he's going to be fast. I was joking around with some of the guys in there. I said, I think the top 3 tonight probably going to be Aviator, JPA, and then I said Papa Bear. And it kind of got silent for a second, and then Papa Bear says, not a chance unless I get a whole lot of strategizing going on. So we'll have to see. On the pole is going to be that 21 Motorcraft Ford Mustang for TGM Beast. To the outside, a man very possibly that could get it done. The 22. Then we got the 24 of Dizzy Boy with the 7 of Bossy Geo. You got the 78 of Expert Racing. You see him out there in chat. The 20 of Yotes King. We're going through the field, even though these guys are already green. Forgot they don't take a pace lap. 48 of the Aviator, 16 of NNR Trip, the 17 of Titan 007, as I see him slowing down now. 9 car of King Mathers. Keep an eye on this guy. The 19 of Slowing in the Way. Still want to stay fast and in victory lane. 27 of Pop Bear driving that NASCAR Heat. I believe that's a Ford. Yep, the 6 car of RTSB Killer. We'll just call him Killer. Then we got the 11 of Nos Monkey. 12 car of Holy Nugget. He's got a few fans out here. Followed by the 5-car Brandon. You normally see Brandon out here in chat calling on a few guys. So here we are back up top one more time. Hopefully damage is off because I saw a few guys kind of get rear-ended on what was supposed to be a pace lap. I don't see any damage to the front runners. 21's going to be your control car. 22 with J-Pod 2 is outside. 21's going to go ahead and get a shotgun start. Try to pull on up and pull away. That might be a black flag. Was he in the restart zone? I don't know. Car behind. Car down in the inside wall. I'm going to guess he was not at his controller. Got sent to the infield. And that's going to cause a few in the back to get jammed up as well. First caution is out. I'm guessing somebody stepped away for just a moment and, yeah, forgot. So, yeah, definitely a little bit of a boo-boo start, I guess we could say, but we'll get back through it again. So, since we kind of took that, we'll go through the field one more time. Beast in the 21, J-Pond in 22, 24 Dizzy Boy, 7-car Boss E-Geo, 78 of Expert Racing, 20 of Yotes King, I missed him before, 48 of the Aviator, 16 of Trip, 17 of Titan 007, 9 of King Mathers, 19 of Slowing in the Way, 27 Old Papa Bear, 6-car of Killer, 11 of Nos Monkey, 12 of Holy Nugget, 5-car of Brandon, 21 of Beast, and we are going to rack and stack them back up one more time at this 2-mile, very wide, 5-wide accommodating track in the middle of California. We're going to go back green one more time. I'm going to guess the 21 went down pit road to get his first round of adjustments in. That's going to leave the 24 of Dizzy Boy in that Exalta Camaro up at the top. 7 of Bossy Geo to the outside. Garrett King, what's happening? Mrs. Expert, good to see you as well. Hope you're doing all right. And yeah, we're going to keep on going. Big shuffle in the field right now because some people just weren't able to, or some people went down pit road, others not so much. Looks like the 78 there of Expert Racing kind of washing up into the 22 of J-Pod just a little bit. And look at the 16 of Trip all the way down on the apron, able to pass a couple of cars. Has the 6 to his outside right now, and that's going to make sure that somebody's going to have to lift. Let me see. Garrett King says he's streaming and he can't get views. Garrett, man, it doesn't come right off the bat, but definitely wish you a whole lot of luck in whatever you're trying to do. The 17 of Titan, he's going flat out into turns 3 and 4. The 11 of Pie, he's going to try to duck underneath the 22 of J-Pie as well. Mama Vols, good to see you. How are you? I just saw Vols get on just a little bit ago. I thought he might try to grace us with his presence, but then I remembered he's in quarantine. I guess his roommate tested positive for COVID, so they kind of locked him up for a couple days. Very, very unfortunate. There you see the 48 of the Aviator. A little bit of contact. He's going to fall a little bit further back than he was. But a man as fast as he is normally should not have any kind of an issue working up back through. 9-car of King Mathers. I mentioned that you're going to want to keep an eye on this guy. The 27 of Pop Bear comes on down and gives King Mathers a little bit of door love. That's going to allow Pop Bear to scoot on by one more position. Top 4 up on the high line, really trying to move. And more staying right there. King Mathers with a big old swipe down underneath the 17. Going to try to steal that spot back. He's got the 20 in his back pocket. Everybody going down the backstretch. Up on that high side is usually where you want to be because you've got the wall and a whole lot of momentum coming off these big sweeping corners. 19 is slowing in the way, trying to look underneath the 11. Pretty good sized field for tonight. And don't forget, as we look back here in the pack, 3 wide, 19, 11, and the 78 of Expert up high. And trying to keep that thing wound up. He's got the 22 that started up in the front row. But then that caution came out. He decided to go ahead and duck on down pit road, grab brand new tires. Might as well. There's no amount of tires that these guys have to worry about, so they can go on down, and while they're there, get some adjustments in, do whatever they got to do with the wedge, with the tape, the tire pressures, under that first caution, you got about 40 to 45 seconds, where if it's a green flag pit stop, you've only got about 14, 15, 16 seconds. Just enough time to get on down pit road. Looks like the 12 up high kind of scrubbed off a whole lot of speed up on that wall, but he kept it up there so he didn't collect anybody else. Good job by him. 6 of RTSB Killer now looking to the outside. I believe that's going to be the 78 of Expert Racing right in front of him. Expert sitting about old P10, give or take. He's got the 11 behind him, which is right behind the 6, and about 8 or 9 cars sitting in front of him. Again, that 11 is Nos Monkey, just as we saw somebody up on that outside wall that got stuck. I think the 11 might have just been collected. And, yep, that was going to be the 21 of Beast that was up in the wall. And that will be caution number 2. Ladies and gents, we're going to take a quick commercial break so I can grab something cold to drink. And I'll be right back. Everybody out there that's still here, thank you very much for your continued support and your sub to the channel. You get to appreciate wide open coverage of trying to think of a right word as I take a little bit of a swig here. Definitely appreciate you for coming out, hanging out, and keeping it right here. All right, so you got the 9 of King Mathers, as well as the 7 of Bossy Geo. They're going to be your control cars. Got the 48 of the Aviator in P number 3, the 20 to his outside. Rock NASCAR, good to see you, bud. How are you? Going back wide open. Balls, good to see you as well. I just saw your mom in here just a little bit ago. I'm sure she's still there, chatting it up with Mrs. Expert. And man, these guys are full bore all the way through turns 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Somebody got collected, got sent to the infield, and we're going to try it again in 3 and 4. 4, 5, 6 cars in line on that bottom line, going all the way through 3 and 4. Right behind the 20, you see the 7 of Bossy Geo, keeping that Brandt Camaro wound up across the line. And as Beast comes across the line, that is going to be 15 laps remaining here in stage number 1. Vols, good to see you. I'm glad to know that you've got some kind of connection and you have a little bit of a outlet to the world, buddy. We're going to keep on going through the field. Dirty Bird, what's happening, man? Using the stream as a procrastination thing. Not quite sure what you mean by that. That's kind of interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that before. Thanks, man. Good to see you again. I was actually just talking about you. The night before last. We were kind of going back down memory lane just a little bit after HD popped in his stream at Iowa. And yeah, thought it, talking about you and how it went from D4C to NNR to, just hanging out. Rock, thank you very much for those 1,000 bits. Man, thank you very, very much, buddy. And to nobody's surprise, this was something that we talked about and we're teasing about a little bit in pre-race and as well as qualifying. We're wondering how long it was going to take for the 48 of the Aviator to work his way up to the lead and possibly try to drive away. There's a lot of very, very good cars in here, and don't forget, this league, whoever wins the season championship after 20 weeks, they get a pair of tickets down to Daytona, where they're going to hang out with me, Unforgotten Shadow, J-Pa, Alpha York, King Mathers, Vols, Mrs. Vols, Rock NASCAR, Mrs. Rock, J-Pa, Mrs. J-Pa, whatever you want to say. It's going to be, man, it's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to get down there. But yeah, the season champion gets a pair of tickets to the August Daytona race. Absolutely looking forward to it. I got my time off. I got my tickets. I'm ready to go. Yeah, absolutely, Dirty Bird. Very, very cool prize. Not too many league owners out there would go ahead and Dirty Bird, just to show you how much Unforgotten Shadow is invested in this league. The first season of this league, he spent $4,000 on tickets. $4,000 on tickets. Not only tickets, but he also bought hot passes for everybody as well. Hot passes and tickets between the start stripe and the end of pit road. Higher up too, like $180 per ticket. I don't know anybody else that is that dedicated to their league to make sure that they have a great time during the races, but also afterwards we can all get together. Absolutely very, very nice of them. So we're going to keep on going through the field and keep going through this roster. A lot of really, really good guys in here. That was another one. I'm riding on board right now with the 27 of Papa Bear in that Heat 5 Ford Mustang, and he's going to be down there with his missus as well. Rick James, thank you very much for the host, sir. Hope you're doing well. Next time Beast comes on by the start stripe, we'll go ahead and grab a lap count. Last time I saw was about 15 to go. Now that's going to be 18. So you gotta, looking ahead from the 11, you've got a pack of 3. You got a Hornet's Nest behind them, a pack of about 7 or 8. You got the 11 and Nos Monkey that we can see is lagging just a little bit, kicking side to side. It could also be the servers. And just as I say that, looks like the 20 car got sent down down to the apron. So far, though, no caution. The 11 was able to get past him. I don't think anybody else got collected. So we're going to keep on going through the field. Because it was just one car, manual caution's not going to be called. Now riding on board with the 12 of Holy Nugget. And he's going to keep pushing that. I'm not quite sure who that is right in front of him. But he's going to keep on shoving him all the way down the backstretch. We were just on board with the 21. Look at him catching up to this pack. Again, big draft here at Auto Club. Now back up front with your top 3. Down low, man, King Mathers really got to hope that he's got the balance of that 9 set up just right. And Kelly Blue Book won't be needed to get the price of a wrecked race car. He's got the 48 of the Aviator outside. Hey, what do you know? What insurance to an appraisal company? Why not? And just as you see the 22 get a shot from the 12, sending him up track. That's going to allow Expert to get on by, as well as the 16 a Trip going down the backstretch one more time. 3 wide for B number 4. Who's going to lift when they get in? It's not going to have to be J-Pa. He's going to go ahead and clear all these guys. A little bit of a shot from the 7 of Bossy Geo behind. Now Boss going to get a little bit of a shot to the 78. 16 of Trip's going to try to wash up, get in front of that 22. Double Deuce going to go ahead and pull it on down, get back in the draft, and try to catch back up to the top 3. 24 of Dizzy Boy. Seems like he has completely lost all packs right now. This Exalta Camaro sitting way in the back. These guys got about 11 laps left in the tank, so they're going to be able to complete stage 1 and more than likely not stage 2, because we had one caution very early, so they were able to all go down pit road, grab whatever they needed, get on back out, and more than likely able to make it the rest of the way. Balls. 102 bits out there trying to keep up there with the one and only Rock NASCAR. Definitely appreciate that. Man, I appreciate all you guys. Whether it's with NNR, Monday through Friday, Pop Bears League, turned down from what on Saturday, or right here with Shadows Racing League on Sunday. I appreciate every single one of you. Here is the 78 of Expert Racing Balls. He's sitting right now, battling it out with the 22 of J-Pod, sitting right down low, keeping things status quo. Just wants to stay in the draft, stay inside the top 5. Stage points help, but I learned something during the. I know, I get it, I get it. But I learned something during pre-race when they were asking Beast to make sure he scrolls through the top 10 in the stages. For points, only the first 10 get stage points. I didn't realize that the guys in the back didn't. So, yeah, you learn something new every day. Even though I've been broadcasting this all for, how long now? Looks like 78 trying to get underneath the 12. Nothing doing. 12's not going to check up. 78 trying to bully his way inside that 12. That's not going to work either. Trippy comes on up, gives the 78 a little bit of a scare, but no contact there. Here we go. 3 wide, 22, 16, 78. Just as before, looks like the high line's going to prevail. 78 is going to cut the nose of the 12 coming across the 22. That's going to put the 78 up into P4. Still everybody chasing the 48 of the Aviator. And next time Beast comes on by the stripe, I believe there's going to be about 6 laps remaining. And at the line, survey says, wow, was I way off? Last lap. So let's go ahead and bring it on up to our top 2. 48 of the Aviator, 9 car of King Mathers to try to settle this out for max points here in stage number 1. So far, Aviator trying to duck on down, trying to break that draft, back up again to make sure he can get a great arc into turns 3 and 4. 12 car may try to look to the inside of the 9. Nothing doing. 9 with all kinds of momentum, and he looks like he's got that wheel dialed in just right. Right now looks like P3 is going to go to the 12 with the 78 of Expert to his outside. 78 is going to drop in. Congratulations, Aviator. Stage number 1 winner. Not bad of a race at all. Vols, I think you're probably right. But let's see. So stage number 2 is going to consist of 30 laps. They only get about 22 laps of fuel per full tank, so everybody will have to pit. The only reason they didn't have to pit in that run there is because of that caution that came out. So everybody's going to go on down pit road, and with a good 40 seconds or so to make any final adjustments that they may need. Pretty decent little run there, long enough to really get a feel of what your car is going to do on the long run. We'll rack and stack them back up again and get ready to go. A little bit of instability in the lobby, nothing new for Heat 5. 48, 9, 12 car, and the 78 of Expert Racing. 48 is going to go ahead and gas it up very, very quick. 9 car of King Mathers charging hard on that outside. And it looks like they're going to be able to stay that way. 22 of J-Pod trying to get underneath the 12. And it looks like 12 is going to go ahead and seal that line. Keep it down low. Try not to wash up into the back half of the 9. Off the corner, 48 and 9, side by side. 3 wide between the 22, 12, and the 78. 16 of Tripp's going to go ahead and shove that shell pencil of Ford Mustang of J-Pa all the way down the backstretch. Still side by side heading into 3. Looking back from our top 2, looks like our top 6 are all side by side, going back to 7th place in that 7 car of Bossy Geo, as Rick James liked to say, the pride of Nassau, Bahama, whether it's in NNR or it's in Turned Out for What or here on Sundays in Shadow Racing League. The man's been bad fast. He got a win just last week that I was able to call, and good for him. Absolutely good for him. 48 still able to keep this Ally Camaro at point. He's got J-Pa right behind him, and I was joking with everybody that the top three could be the 48, the 22, and then I said Papa Bear. Nobody really said anything when I said Papa Bear for a little bit, and then Papa Bear laughed and says, not unless I can get a whole lot of strategizing done. So maybe that got him, maybe that got into his head a little bit. Maybe Papa Bear will try something different, a little something that the leaders don't do, and can try to steal a win or maybe a top three. Papa Bear's been getting better and better as time's gone on. Long train of coming all the way down that backstretch. 16 of Trippy, maybe looking underneath the 22, but nothing doing there. There is that 16 in that Fraternal Order of Eagles colors. 17 of Titan 007 in the second half there. There's the 9, again, trying to look underneath the 22. He's going to be clear. Long pull right there, all the way past the 22. Going to try to get up to and maybe try to pass the 48, but looks like the 48's just got that wheel on lock. I'm going to guess there is a caution out on track. Manual caution. Everybody's going to have a chance to come on down pit road. 48 was the leader. They'll have to sort it out between the 9 and the 22 to see who was next. So I'm going to guess that whatever the caution's for had something to do here with the 27 of Papa Bear. He's got a little bit of damage on the hood, but he'll be able to get it fixed up as soon as he comes on down pit road. The 12 of Holy Nugget, he has been up inside the top 5 most of the night. You know, we've seen him battling with the 22, with the 7, with the 78, and everybody else. As you can bet, everybody here is going to come on down pit road and just throw on 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods. Only take enough fuel to get them to the end, which is more than likely going to be a full tank. And they've got 24 laps remaining, and 22 laps in the tank is all they can take. So somebody's either going to have to try to save 2 laps or hope that another caution comes out, which I certainly don't hope for. I hear the towel coming. It's drying up my... Vols, you're something else, buddy. Man. Vols, I can't do it. I just can't do it. It's a good song by Johnny Cash, though. Absolutely a good song by Johnny Cash. Well, you shouldn't be drinking all those monsters and you wouldn't be sleep deprived. Savage, good to see you calling on that 12 car Holy Nugget. I was actually just on Nugget a little bit ago. Yeah, here he is. Looks like he's going to be able to start within the top 6. Looks like P5, and he'll have the 78 of Expert Racing to his outside. The 48, stage 1 was in P1 when the caution flag was thrown. 9 car of King Mathers to his outside. 22 of J-Pa sitting P3. 16 of Trip in P4. As I said, Nugget here in P5. 78 of 78 of Expert Racing. 7 car of Boss EGO, and the 12 of TGM Beast. Again, big thanks to Beast for allowing us to kind of ride along with him. He's got our onboard tonight, and yeah, he's doing all right. Good size field tonight, again between 15 and 20 cars. Few people were not able to make it that originally said they could. One specifically is Unforgotten Shadow. Shadow, of course, the owner and operator of Shadow Racing League, messaged J-Pa and me earlier today, said that his dog had a seizure. So he had to kind of keep up with his pup, and really hoping that he'd be able to care for him or her and do whatever they had to do. 78 of Expert Racing. He's going to have to kind of watch his restarts. He pulled to the outside of Trippy, rather, way before the 48 accelerated. So Expert kind of dropped back to where he needed to be and carry on. 5 car, Brandon. Normally we see Brandon out in chat and turned down for what, and also in NR. Looking ahead right now, couple 2-3 wide, but still that 48 of the Aviator at the point. Behind Brandon, you see a couple, you got about 4 cars back there, including that 24 that was pretty fast in the beginning. Here we are now with the 21 of Beast driving this this Wood Brothers Ford Motorcraft Mustang. And he's going to try to get, I'm going to guess that the damage on his hood is probably from pit road. When he went down pit road trying to pull into his pit stall and pull on out, there's all kinds of jostling around as we normally see. So I'm going to guess that it's not actually inhibiting his speed, as we've got a brand new leader. Looks like the 22 of J-Pa. He's got that double deuce in the clean air with big old shove from the 9 of King Mathers. 21 down back behind him as well. And looks like we're going to go double wide into turns 1 and 2. 16 a trip on the outside of the 21. Now I think that's going to be the 20 back there as well. Not bad at all. Yeah, Balls, we've seen a 4 wide, but right now I think the 9 might just be trying to push that 22, see if they can't get away just a little bit. Big run here by the 78 of Expert, and they're going to maybe try to make it a 3-car tandem. As you see, it looks like they're kind of getting away just a little bit. 9's going to challenge to the inside at the line. If that was a drag race, that would have belonged to the 22. And at the line, Beast is telling me there's 19 laps to go in stage number 2. You're very, very welcome, Savage. I wish Nugget all the best. He's a very, very hard-nosed racer, and he gets the finishes to prove it. He's kind of like a Ryan Newman of at least this league. He's very, very hard to pass. Riding on board right now with the Brant 7 Camaro of Bossy Gio. I tell you what, I'd love to be where Boss is. And you guys out there in chat, you've heard Rick James call him the pride of Nassau, Bahama, and that's because that's where he lives. The last time he checked into the NNR website to check points or whatever, it looked like his signal came from the middle of the ocean. So I actually asked him, I was like, Boss, do you live on a houseboat? He goes, no, man, why? I told him why, and he said, nah, but I'd love to wake up every morning, get online to either iRacing preferably or Heat 5 for one of these league races or whatever, and see the Mediterranean. And I'm going to guess that half of y'all out there would as well. So big shout out to Bossy Gio for coming up. And I asked him too, at the end of last season, I said, Boss, if you won a pair of tickets to Daytona, would you actually fly up from Nassau, Bahama to get to the race? And he says, Pete, you bet I would. It'd be the first race I ever went to. So we'll have to see. Just as the 7 makes a little bit of contact with the left front of the 12, a Holy Nugget sitting right now at about P number 6. Big run by the 12 on the backside of the 21. Everybody's still fighting, going through 3 and 4. Now everybody's chasing the 9 of King Mathers with the 20 right behind him. 20 again of Yotes King. Yotes is no slouch whatsoever. He's got the 22 of J-Pa right to his backside, and looks like it's going to be the 78 followed by Beast, and then the 12 of Nugget. So it seems like we've got a common theme here, a common top 5, top 6, top 7, all doing a pretty good job. And you can usually tell what slider or what preset they're on by just how much of a gap they get, or it's the settings that they've got in their wheels, settings they've got in their controller, settings in their pedal, their brake, and all that. So, but either way, great battle from this top 5, and they continue to stack them up. Balls, thanks for the additional 9 bits. Absolutely appreciate it, man. Mrs. Expert out there shouting him out, saying, let's go, Expert. Let's go ahead and actually find that 78, maybe take a little bit of a run with him as he continues to fight inside that top 5. There we go. Right now sitting P4 just behind the double deuce of J-Pa and ahead of the 21 of Beast. And then we got the 16 of Trippy back there. Not doing too shabby at all. Everybody constantly shuffling for position trying to get that next spot. And I believe that said 10 to go. We're very, very close to it. The last time Beast went on by the start stripe, I'll double check. Whoa, big move by Trippy to slide up behind the 78 and back down again. Maybe trying to fake out 21, see exactly what he was going to do. And that might cost the 21 a spot or two. Going through 3 and 4, everybody trying to paint that white line to stay right where they need to be to make up the most ground, stay right in the draft. Again, 21 at the line. Let's see what he says. Survey says Motorcraft number 21, 13 to go. Two very, very distinguished packs. Let's see. Let's work our way back to tail end Charlie of the first pack. All right, so we're riding on board with the 11 of Nos Monkey, and yeah, I hear that, man. The 11 of Nos Monkey, and he's just about, he might have the draft from the 7 of Bossy Geo. Not 100% sure, but absolutely trying. So we're going to move one car up. There is the 12 of Holy Nugget. He's definitely got the 7 in his sights. And as Balls was starting to sing, this long train coming around the bend. But right now, the 9 is seeing all the all the sunshine there is. He can't say he hasn't seen the sunshine since he don't know when. And I definitely ain't calling the man Sue. While we're keeping up with the 21 of Beast, I'm actually going to switch this up just a little bit, and I'm going to take a quick little beverage break. Let's see, I don't think there's any Mountain Dew cars out there tonight, but yeah, it's got kind of what I'm taking down right now. A little bit of Diet Dew. PepsiCo, if you see that, make sure you come and talk to me, okay? Hold on. To the person that just texted me, you could say whatever you want out there in chat. Chat it up with everybody. Be my guest. The reason that the lights are pink and not normally what you see with the red or the blue. The red is for the NNR series, Tuesday through Thursday. The blue is for the NNR iRacing series when I'm behind the wheel of my number 8. And on Monday and Fridays. On Saturdays, it's kind of a random number with turned down for what, but Sundays, the reason that the lights are pink. Unforgotten Shadow, the owner of this series, his mom was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. That's why you see the pink ribbon down there on the bottom of the screen next to the Shadow Racing League logo, as well as the pink lights. It's all in thoughts of Mrs. Shadow, Shadow's mom, that she'll be able to go on and continue to fight everything with the will and determination of the most healthiest person that has ever walked the earth. We wish nothing but the best for Shadow's mom. Good thing is, all right, the last time she went to the doctor, the hospital for her scans, They told her that the cancer is actually very, very small. Because she caught it early, no real big issue, and she's going to be able to fight it. And she's still very, very healthy. So we wish her absolutely the best. But yeah, the pink is for cancer awareness. The ribbon down there is what is for cancer awareness, and that's what it's all about. It's all about Shadow's mom. All right, so we're going to keep going through the field as we see the 22 get a big old shove from the 21 of Beast. Hashtag JPaw Militia working together for first and second. And that 7, I believe that's going to be... Nope, that's going to be the 12, rather, of Holy Nugget sitting right there in P number 3. So JPaw got a big old launch going into the last set of corners. Holy Nugget's going to try to check up, rather, to allow the 21 of Beast to come across his nose. Holy Nugget now P number 3. The 9 is sitting in P number 4. And the 16 of Trip rocking out P number 5. And a big, big gap back to everyone else. 5 laps to go. That time by, and while I was talking about Shadow's mom and whatnot, I'm gonna guess that I missed what everybody else was doing. I'm gonna guess a lot of people have already gone down pit road, as it looks like everybody's slowing up. No game caution is out, so I'm gonna guess there's gonna be a manual caution. I'm gonna guess we missed a couple people maybe get together trying to go down pit road. 21 of Dizzy Boy. It looks like he's been knocked around a little bit, got some damage, and this is absolutely going to shake up the running order. If Vols was in here, or Expert was in here, or Rick James was in here, or Lucky Dog was in here, or anybody else was in here, I'd be asking, could this have saved the 2 laps that people needed in order to not pit? So and we'll have to see. Looks like, well, everybody just answered it for me. Everybody that had not pit right there is going to come on down pit road. And it looks like, okay, so the caution was actually for something on track, not people getting tore up, trying to slow up to go down pit road. Everybody here is going to grab, I would imagine, 4 brand new Eagle Feel Goods, fill it up with that Sunoco E15, and get ready for the conclusion of stage number 2. 5 laps remaining in the stage. That is definitely the wrong way for Trip to park to try to get what he needs. Looks like the 11 and one other, they're going to come out ahead of everybody else. I'm going to bet my bottom dollar that they only took 2 tires to try to get ahead of the leaders. I talked about Pop Bear possibly trying to win this race. He said, Pete, I'd really have to strategize. Well, look who's sitting in P number 2 with the 11 to his inside. So Nos Monkey trying to grab just 2 tires, only probably half a can, and going to try to get this done. We'll have to see how this works out, but it's absolutely going to be a very, very exciting finish to stage number 2. Absolutely a great finish. Also just got a message from Aviator saying that he is streaming, so we'll actually see how he does. Right now he's sitting way in the back in P14 right now. So Aviator, it's same as Beast. Thank you very much for allowing us to kind of ride along with you. A little bit further in the back than what I thought, but man, stage 3 is yet to come. I know. He'd probably be telling me right now, Pete, be patient. I'm patient. Single file. I imagine that this is going to allow anybody that was a lap car to go ahead and take their ride down pit road, do whatever they need to. And nope, no lap down cars, so everybody's going to stay out. 11 still going to be your leader. Pop Bear's going to be the outside. J-Pod's going to be sitting P number 3. 21 of Beast is going to be P number 4. And let's see, behind Beast is going to be the 12 of Holy Nugget. And there goes the lap down car. So I knew there had to be one back there. 12 of Holy Nugget, 9 of King Mathers. And then it's going to be Looks like it's going to be the 9 of King Mathers, 16 of Trip. It's going to be the 19. And then the 24. We've definitely seen the 24 as Dizzy Boy incur some damage. Good to see him get that fixed up. And that manual caution might have fallen in his favor. So J-Pop Militia teammates running in P3 and 4. Have to see who gets the best launch. Again, I really do believe that the 11 and the 27 only took right side tires. How long can they hold on for? It's only going to be 4 laps or maybe 3. It might just be kind of a version of a green-white checker. Have to see if they keep it green when they come to the line. 1 can of fuel gives you 10 laps of gas, so we'll have to see. Gonna ride on board with the 22, giving the 11 a little bit of a shove. The 27 getting a little bit of a shove from the 21 as well. They are stacked up as far as they could be, or as much as they could be, rather. Looks like the 11, no help. 27, a Papa Bear up on the high side, getting a big old shove from the 21. Papa Bear gonna try to come on down, keep that low line blocked off. The tires on that left side of that car may not support it. B's gonna try to block, and it looks like the 11, he's gonna go ahead and lose the lead. 9 of King Mathers, looks like he got shot from a cannon on that high side. Right along here comes the 21. They are 4 wide. A little bit of contact between the 12, the 22. Now they're going to be 4 wide yet again. This time the 11 and the 19 down low. J-Power a little bit of a shot from the door. 11's going to get smacked up into the outside wall, but not going to go around rather. Few into the grass at the line. 1 lap to go. Going to kind of catch up to our second place car, see exactly how he fares. That's going to be the 16 of Trip. He's got the 9 in his sights. 21, he's going to try to search down low. He's got those 4 brand new feel goods, the same as the 22, same as the 16. A little bit of a side draft from the 21. J-Pod with a big old crossover. He's going to try to cut them off. He's going to get in front of the 21, going into 3. 21 hard on the gas. Is he going to be able to pull side by side? Off of 4, a little bit of a side draft there, not really making contact at the line. It looks like it's going to be the 16. Woo! Big, man, what a way to do what you got to do to take that. TGM Beast actually went airborne. Great race off of 4, way to race for max points. They got 30 seconds. I'm going to take 30 seconds. We'll be right back. Please keep it right here. You don't want to miss the stage 3. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate you. Please don't ever think I don't. I truly do. All right, let's go ahead and rack and stack them back up one more time. The 9, he's going to be the control car. 22 of J-Pod on the outside. 12 of Holy Nugget. 16 of Trip. Going back green, stage number 3, hard on the throttle, heading down the front stretch, getting to turn number 1. Stage 3 consists of 38 laps. So, 38 laps to declare a winner here in the second race of the season. Right now, King Mathers looks to have the field, pretty much in control. The 48, the Aviators led laps. The 22 of J-Pod's led laps. The 78's gotten close. The 16 of Trippy's gotten close, as well as a few others. So, man, doing everything that they can possibly do to be able to, notch that early victory to come on down to Florida for the August race at Daytona. Now, King Mathers, he won season 1. He's already got a pair of tickets set aside for him and his missus. So, J-Pod, he's going to be there with us, as well as Pop Bear, he's got a pair of tickets. Obviously, obviously Unforgotten Shadow, he's got a pair of tickets. So I'm curious, are we going to see a different winner? It's going to be interesting. Expert out there in chat says last to fifth in 2 laps. Very happy with the car right now. Well, congratulations, man. As looks like we got a 3-wide battle for P1, 22 of J-Pod down low, 12 of Holy Nugget in P2, 9 up high. Now the 48 of the Aviator. Oh, where did he come from? We just talked about him at the end of stage 2, that he was sitting back in P14. Well, here he is fighting for the lead underneath the 12 of Holy Nugget. Probably doesn't want to spend too much time down there on that apron, or he's got that Ally Camaro set up for that low side without getting loose. Oh, here we go. 4 wide for P3. 20 up high, 48 in the middle, 12 up high, back to 3 wide going into turns 1 and 2. 3 wide, a couple rows deep, 16, 20 in the 9. They were 3 wide, 22, 48 in the 12. They're now 3 wide. There's double wide behind them between the 7. 7 got a little bit of a door contact from the 12 of Holy Nugget. I'm sure he didn't mean to, just trying to keep that car off the wall. Meanwhile, everybody's still chasing the 9. The 78 now sitting in P2. 20 of Yotes King sitting P3. J-Paw sitting P4. And there's a whole gaggle of cars. We'll have to see if they get spread out as much as they did earlier. Little bit of jockeying between the 24 and 21 of Beast. Beast in pre-race, I was joking around with him, that he was going to come in last, and he said, Pete, please don't jinx me. I haven't had the best of luck lately. Well, luck is going to have to go their way as they tried to go 4 wide off of turn number 2, going down the backstretch. A little bit of contact there. Everybody able to hold on to it, and we're still green. 78 of Expert Racing now underneath the 12 as he's going to try to grab one more spot. 3 wide for P number 3, 22, 48 into 20. Yotes King now 4 wide, 22, 16, 48 into 20. It's not going to last forever. These guys absolutely digging, getting after it for everything that it's worth. Yotes hard on the throttle, passing his 78 on the outside. That's what my buddy HD Motorsports would have called a power move. Outside, able to keep on going. That high line along that wall always seems to have the best draft, and is going to take yet one more spot. Phenomenal racing. I tell you what, we talked about the Aviator when he was sitting about P14 earlier. And you see him now, battling it out 4 wide again. He's got the 48, 9, 20, and the 16 a trip. Can they hold it? Aviator smartly all the way up on that high line. Doesn't want to get contacted. And there you go. Look at him be able to miss that wreck and go on. It looks like Beast further in the back with his onboard. It looks like he did get collected. We'll have to see if they slow up the roll. And yep, everybody's going to go ahead and slow up and rack and stack them all back up. Definitely some contact we saw happen to the inside of the 48. 9 of King Mathers was able to get away as well. But the 22 of J-Paw looks like he's got that double deuce Mustang really dialed in for this long run. Next time Beast comes on by the start stripe, whether it's down pit road or under speed, we'll go ahead and grab a lap count. Stage 3 consisted of 38 laps. We'll have to see what we got left. Trippy Tricks, what's happening, man? Good to see you out there in chat, bud. Thanks for coming out. Let's actually get up there with that double deuce. He qualified outside pole. Let's see if he's going to be able to hold the lead coming off of pit road. Long line, as you can see, way in the back. Nobody staying out. Everybody coming on down. 31 laps remaining, and I don't believe there are any lap down cars, so we should be able to to go around, get double file, and get ready to take this green with about 30 remaining. Again, a full tank only consists of 22 laps, so barring a caution, within 8 or 9 laps, everybody will be able to, or will have to pit one more time. If the caution comes out after 8 or 9 laps, well, everybody should be good to go. It looks like that Double Deuce will be able to maintain the lead. But it looks like there's going to be a new second place driver. It looks like it's going to be the 78 of Expert Racing. He was out there in chat a little bit ago during the end of stage 2 saying last to 5th in 2 laps, and he was happy with his car. Well, let's see what he's going to be able to do now with the 22, which looked very, very strong there just before that caution came out. Trippy says, nothing much, Pete. Just finished watching the race at Vegas. And then Vol says that Larson boy is going to be big. I tell you what, with that Hendrick equipment, I couldn't agree more. So I'm going to guess Larson came and won Vegas by what Vols is saying. I haven't watched, I don't think I watched a race other than Daytona this year. Just haven't had the time. So, good job. And as I guessed, no lap down cars, so everybody's back, double file. It's going to be the 22 and the 78. It's going to make up the front row, 9, 16, 48, and the 12. So you've got to pick on that 48 as the favorite, but there's a lot of very, very strong cars up front, really getting it done, getting to that restart zone, that Shell Pennzoil restart zone. He's got a big old shove from King Mathers, big old shove from the 48. So the bottom line is three cars deep. They're easily going to be able to pull up inside that 78. 78's going to try to get back on the throttle as quickly as he can. Also, oh, by the way, keep it off that outside wall. Now 78's got the back end of that 22 right in his sights. 22 going to go ahead and duck on down, pick the 9 back up right along with the 48. 78 still up high, the 16 a trip in his back pocket. Draft very, very strong all the way around this place as they continue on. Balls puts another 9 bits out there in chat. So does that mean that the 9 car Chase Elliott won? I don't know. Might have to pull up NASCAR.com and see what's going on. Maybe get a little bit of an update. Still looking back from the 22 of J-Pod. He's got that whole field in his rear view, and he wants nothing but clean air on the front end of this Mustang. I'm sure that keeps the temperature down, keeps the viscosity low, and this Pennzoil Ford can continue on. Aviator just now looking to the inside of the 22. 22 is going to get shoved up to that outside lane, but he's still got help. He's got the 9 of King Mathers out there. Here comes the 21 of Beast that was partially involved in that caution. And Trippy again making a huge move to the inside of the 48. Try to steal all that momentum. Here comes the 78 as well. 78 is going to make a little bit of contact with the 48, pushing him up 3 wide. Back to 2 wide, 2 wide, 3 rows deep, all the way back to the 6. So you got the 16, you got the 9, you got 78, 21, 48, and the 12, all double file. It's going to be the 9 of King Mathers trying to get to the inside of the Double Deuce. Not happening right there. Here we go. The 22, he's going to be able to maintain that lead. 3 wide, 78 to the outside of the 48, 12 Holy Nugget down low. Now the lead is 5 cars deep. Trippy in this Fraternal Order of Eagle Camaro. He's looks like he's got that thing pretty wound up. You see Beast down low underneath the 22. J-Pa with a big old move, just like he saw the 16 do. 9 of King Mathers comes on down to block, pick him up. Now the 16's got the 48 of the Aviator right in his back pocket. Aviator goes low. He's going to side with his good buddy, the 22 of J-Pa. J-Pa again going to try to look low. Bit of a contact there. Not sure if that was lag or what, but he's going to be able to push on. 9's going to be able to retain the lead. 2 by 2 behind him, 21-16, 48-22. Everybody chasing the 9. I tell you what, I'm going to keep my eye on this 21 of Beast. Beast has been very, very strong no matter whether it's in NNR here or whatever. He seems to always be around. You know, he's got his chips on a table. He's all in whenever it really matters. And here he is. He's worked his way back inside the top 5 as they were just 3 wide for the lead. J-Pa's going to fall back just a little bit. He's got the 16 to his inside. Here comes Expert Racing up the bottom. Whoop, trying to hold on to it. Maybe got a little loose right there. 48 and the 9 side by side for the lead. Big shove, big dive bomb by the 22 to get underneath the 48. Now the 22, he's all over that apron. Little loose, had to check up to catch it. Here comes the 16 on that apron. He's going to try to get underneath the 22 and try to catch up with the 48. 48's going to come on down, block, pick up the 16. 16's going to have the draft up high. Still the 48, a little bit of contact there from the 22. 78 of Expert goes around. Is he going to collect anybody? Yeah, yep, all the way in the back he did. Not quite sure if that's going to be a game caution or if they're going to call manual right there. So far, nobody's slowed up. They're all still hard on the throttle for the lead. 9 of the 48 side by side. A little bit of a side draft, nothing doing there. We'll have to see if they're racing back to the line or if they just decided that no caution needed to come out. So far, still green. 48 leads, 9 P2, 16 a Trip in P3, 22 a J-Pa, 21 a Beast. There is the 6 of Killer as well as the 12 of Holy Nugget. Looks like we got just about a 6 or 7 car breakaway. 21 of Beast, 9 of Mathers down low, 12 of Holy Nugget. The 6 kind of keeping tabs, not really battling anybody, just staying in the back, staying in the draft. Maybe try to make a move at the very, very last minute. Vols out there with another 9 bits to show his continued support for the 9 of King Mathers. King Mathers continues to push the 16 of Trip, trying to catch back up with the 48 of the Aviator. So far, this is exactly what the Aviator did in stage number 1. He was able to check out by just a little bit, but the draft here at Auto Club is huge. As the 21 of Beast comes across the start stripe, it looks like we got about 19 laps remaining. Don't forget, everybody still has to make one more pit stop in order to make it all the way. 12 of Holy Nugget pulling to the outside of the 16. He's got a windshield or a bumper full of draft from the 9. Not clean air, but absolutely pulling his way on back up. And at the same time, he's giving a little bit of a shove to the back bumper of the 9. Still not able to catch up with the 48. 48 keeping that Ally Camaro wound up on that high side. You would imagine that they'd try to dive on down to make some time up. But we've seen the 48 be able to get down on that apron and still make some moves and make some speed. Meanwhile, able to gas it up and really able to drive on up off the corner, just like you see right there. Looks like the 5 of Brandon way off pace. Nowhere near the cars in front. not really too much behind him as well. Gonna have to either hope for a caution to get stacked back up with everybody else, or it's not going to be a great showing for him. But hey, it's only race number 2 of a 20 race season. A lot of racing left to go. 10 races in the normal season, 10 races in the postseason, and again, it's all for a pair of tickets to the August Daytona race, or either the Coke 400 or Pepsi 400, whatever they call it nowadays. But that is the main goal: a pair of tickets with hot passes to Daytona in August to meet up with Shadow Racing, Papa Bear, J-Pa, King Mathers, me, Vols Fan Expert, and Rock NASCAR, and many, many others. It is going to be a great, great party. By the way, everybody, Vols said the first round is on him. All right, so we're gonna keep on. You know, it looks like the combination now, the 9 and the 16. 9's he's easily got the draft of the 48, and it looks like he's figured out where the 48 is letting off and where he's getting back on the throttle, and the 16 definitely helped push him up there. So now the 9's got a gap back to the 16. 16's got the 12, a holy nugget, in his back pocket. So they're able to do everything that they need to do to try to push their way up to the 48. But as you can see, 48, he's just got the settings right to where the 9 can get up to his back bumper, but he can't do anything with him. Just like they always say in racing, catching the leader is one thing, passing him completely something completely different. 9 not able so far, unless he's saving a little bit, maybe saving a little bit of tire, or maybe backing it down. Maybe the 48's backing it down, which is causing the 16 and the 12 to back it down. Maybe they all know they cannot make it on fuel. In fact, riding along with the 21, he's showing that he's got 6 laps of fuel remaining. Next time he comes by the start stripe, we'll see exactly what he's got left. See exactly how many laps are left, and see. Then I'll switch over to the 48 of the Aviator, see what he's showing left. So let's see. Beast at the line. He's showing 13 laps remaining. There's nobody that can save that amount of fuel. So let's. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Aviator right quick. He's showing 5 laps. So yeah, everybody's got to pit one time. So many races in the past. Actual NASCAR race broadcasts. You hear about the money stop. The money stop is what helped Dale Earnhardt grab that win at Daytona in 1998. That, and he used the lap down car of Rick Mast, I think it was, as a pick from Bobby Labonte to go ahead and get that win. So it is what it is. So we'll have to see who gets that money stop, who decides to come on down pit road just a little early. There you see the 16 of Trippy. He just now signaled that he's going to bring that Fraternal Order of Eagle Camaro down pit road to grab, I would imagine, just right side tires, try a little bit of strategies, just like Pop Bear said he was going to do earlier. Come on out, see what kind of time he gets. He's going to be super aggressive getting to that commitment line, but yet try very, very hard not to speed. You need max speed, max time on pit road, and utilize your gears, wind them out all the way to the end before you shift on up to really make make a great amount of time. All right, so there we go. 48, he just signaled. 9 car King Mathers, he just signaled. 12 car Holy Nugget, he just signaled. So now of these 3, who makes a mistake? Who locks him up too early? Who doesn't lock him up early enough and wrecks somebody else? 48, he's down. He's down very, very. Man, that was. It almost looked like he locked him up and was about to slide through. But the same amount of distance between these three going down pit road is what they've got. 48, I know he's got that Fanatec wheel and shifter, so he'll be able to jam on through with his equipment very, very quick. 9 car comes to a stop. The 12 car of Holy Nugget, he's come to a stop. So we saw the 16, he went down pit road first, and he was right with these guys. We're going to go ahead and pick up with the 16 right now and see exactly where he comes out. Coming off turn 4, about to get to the restart, or the start stripe, we're looking down pit road. There he goes. There goes the 48. So 48 is now behind the 16. 16 was P4. I believe that's going to be the 12 of Holy Nugget up ahead of him. So did the 16 take 4 tires, or did the 12 of Holy Nugget maybe only take fuel? We'll have to see. Can the 16 get back up there? The 16 might have some help in just a little bit. We'll have to see. But your running order right now is actually showing the 7, if I'm not mistaken. Who was that just went down pit road? I think the 7 of Bossy Geo may have just gone down pit road. We'll have to see. Yep, 48 of the Aviator just overtook him. So let's see who the new leader is. Yep, there's the 7. New leader right now showing as the Aviator. So look at the gap that the Aviator's got back to second place. So I'm going to guess when we watch the 16 go down pit road, I'm going to guess the 16 got a black flag because he's nowhere near. Actually, no, I take that back. The 7 that was on pit road is actually still your leader. I apologize. I was riding along with the 48, so I misconstrued him as the leader because his number was showing up on the track map. So let's see what we got here. 48, it looks like he had to stop as well, so I'm going to guess that he had to serve a pass-through or something just happened because the 48 got wicked slow. All right, so now the 48 is up to P3, and now it's showing me that the 12 is the leader. So the 12 of Holy Nugget, there we go. So now that this all cycled back through, I'm seeing Holy Nugget, the 16, and the 12. I'm sorry, the 12 is the leader, the 16 of Trip, and then the 48 of the Aviator. That's going to be your top 3 right now. So at the line, as the Aviator comes across, we're looking at 7 laps remaining. Does the 7 have anything? I'm sorry. Does the 16 have anything? Does the 48 have anything? We'll have to see. But right now, Holy Nugget, he's got the lead, and you can see the 16 not too far off. You see the 48 right behind the 16. We'll actually go ahead and switch on over to that 48 and see if he's going to be able to work with this Fraternal Order of Eagle Camaro and push up. Can these 2 Camaros lined up nose to tail with now 6 laps remaining do anything with the leader? Can they use the draft to try to catch up? 16 doing the right thing. He knows that the 48's faster. 48 can clearly see he's drawing in closer and closer on the back end of that 12. So I'm going to guess that the 12 only took gas. 48 probably took 2 and only 1 can of gas. 1 can of gas gives you 10 laps of fuel, and they only had 8 laps to go. 12's getting bigger and bigger in the windshield of the 48. The 12 trying to keep up with the 48 all the way through the corner, but unable to do so. Aviator getting closer and closer, clearly faster than the 12 of Holy Nugget. Can he catch him? I think he can. Can he pass him? We'll have to see. Now just 6 laps to go. 48 clearly has the draft of the 12 now. Looks like he might be a little tight. So I'm going to guess those older tires having just a little bit of an issue, throwing a little bit of a balance curve to the 48. All the way down the backstretch, getting closer and closer to the back end of the 12. Nugget all the way down on that line, blocking the advance of the 48. 48's going to try to wash up high, maybe try like a backward slingshot, I guess you could say. Usually the slingshots go to the outside. Nugget was not going to give him the line. Nugget trying a little bit of a side draft to the back end of that 48. At the line that time, 4 laps remaining. Ally Camaro now at the point. Holy Nugget P2, 16 a trip back to P3. And I believe, let's see, I'm going to go back to, no, we're just going to keep it right here because I'm really curious if Nugget is going to be able to do anything with him. I think it's going to be the 9 of King Mathers sitting in P number 4, and the 22 of J-Pa sitting in the back in P number, I'm sorry, I can't say in the back, but sitting P5. Nick the Reptar fan, thank you very much for following, sir. Definitely appreciate it. Welcome to Shadow Racing. This channel is normally the home of the NNR Truck Xfinity Cup Series, as well as my personal POV on the iRacing side on Mondays and Fridays. Turned down for what on Saturdays? Right back here on Sundays. So this channel has a full broadcast schedule. Make sure you keep the notifications on so you know anytime I go live. Right now you're watching one of the best on Heat 5, the 48 of the Aviator, about to possibly win his first race here back this season with Shadow Racing. Have to see if we can get it done. Yep, this is definitely on Xbox, man. I don't think there's any crossplay between this. We'll have to see if Heat 5 or Motorsports Game has the foresight to maybe make that an option. I think you can do. I'm pretty sure you can do that on Steam. You know, you can play anybody there. I think you could do crossplay between PlayStation and Steam. But again, I don't know. Aviator coming to the line, or actually just came across the line. I believe that's going to be 2, maybe 1. Nope, that's going to be 1. So Aviator getting a little aggressive, tagged that outside wall, really rim riding. No competition whatsoever. He gave a wide berth to the car that he just put a lap down. Way up against that wall. Last lap for the Aviator. All he's got to do is put turns 3 and 4 together. Don't get cocky. Get it off the wall. What are you doing? He's going to allow the 78 of Expert Racing to go ahead and get on by and get his lap back. There you see the 12 go ahead and pull on up just a little bit, but not quite enough. So that's going to be your top 2. The 48 of the Aviator, Holy Nugget P2, King Mathers able to rally for P3. Trip in P4, J-Pa P5, Yotes King in that 20. He's going to bring it home 6th. The 7 of Bossy Geo is going to bring it home 7th. 21 of TGM Beast in 8th. RTSB in 9th. And Pop Bear brings home a top 10. As Rock just put out there in chat, big congratulations to the Aviator. He's going to win right here at Auto Club again for possibly the last time before a bulldozer comes to the place, wrecks it out, and turns this place into a short track compound. So we'll have to see. Thank you very much, Savage. Absolutely appreciate it. Voss, thanks for the 48 bits. As always, man, appreciate you as well. All right, so we're gonna let these guys take their cool down lap. We're gonna talk to the top 3 again. We're gonna talk to Aviator, Holy Nugget, and King Mathers in chat to see exactly how they did, what they thought they could have done a little bit different to maybe try to take this win away from this Ally Camaro of Aviator. But Aviator, man, you know he's gonna be bad fast every time he shows up. He just notched an entry into the Daytona race when we all head there in August. Again, ladies and gents, we'll be right back with our top 3. Definitely appreciate you keeping it right here. And like I said, we'll be right back. All right, as promised, I've got our top 3 in the booth. Aviator's done doing his burnouts, but man, he's got to catch his breath, all that smoke inhalation. Anyway, I'm going to start with the driver of the 9, greatly followed by Vols fan and kept on rooting him on. The 9 of King Mathers, piloting that Kelly Blue Book Camaro. Mathers, man, you got a W the other night. I was able to broadcast for that. Here you are with a P3. You were up front pushing around for the lead all night long. And then did something happen in that final pit stop with about 10 to go? Or was there some kind of strategy that the 48 or the 12 pulled to relegate you back just a little bit?
I'm not too sure. But I'll definitely take a P3 after all that. That was a crazy race for sure. I don't know. I just don't have the luck down pit road, I guess. I feel like if I come down any faster, I'm going to be speeding. So I made it down as fast as I could, and I had no damage, and just made one adjustment, and the Aviator just got out there, too far. So I couldn't make up the ground, and Nugget, I wasn't sure if he took 2 tires or what, or if he pitted earlier, or it was head games because I was watching Aviator when he was going to pit, and the people behind me when they're going to pit, and I was debating when I should pit, and I felt like I made the good choice, in pitting when I did, and came on with the top 3.
Yeah, I mean, top 3. Now, you are the defending champion of last series. You've got a pair of tickets set aside for you to go to Daytona in August. I know I asked you this. I think it was last week. Are you going to be all out this season, or are you going to, if it comes down to it, you're in the postseason, it's the last race. Somebody that doesn't have that ticket that pair of tickets secured, are you going to kind of pull over and say, man, you go ahead, young buck, you go ahead, old man, I've got my tickets, or what do you do?
I don't know how to answer that.
I can answer it for you. You go for the win, buddy. You go for the win.
Depends on who it is. I was gonna say depends on who it is too, but yeah, for sure. I definitely would go for the win again. But I'd like to see somebody else take that win and get themselves the tickets and meet them there and have a good time. So I'm gonna give it all, my all, and I got high confidence. Aviator and J. Paul and those other guys, man, are going to be a tough battle for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe it will. Congratulations on your top 3. Any quick shout-outs, bud?
Thanks, Pete.
You're welcome. All right, so let's move on over to the 12 of Holy Nugget. Holy had some fans out there in chat rooting him on, as always, including the one and only Savage X. Holy Nugget, I tell you, I saw you inside the top 10, top 5, top 8, top 4, top 2, and then it came down to the final pit stop. The 16 of Trip came down before the rest of you as far as the top 4, and I thought that might have been just a little bit of enough, and then I saw or realized that the 7 of Bossy Geo stayed out just a little bit longer. When you were coming into the pits, I kind of thought that maybe the 48 locked up his tires, and you might have been able to get in just a little bit better. But then as it all cycled through, he got to the lead. You were pretty close to him for about the last like the last few laps, and then you kind of fell off a little bit. Or I'm sorry, he caught you rather, and you stayed pretty close for a couple laps, and then he just pulled away. Your pit strategy, was it fuel only, or was it fuel and tires?
I went with 2 tires. I knew that there was, if I wanted to make a statement or if I wanted to make a move and not just sit in either 5th or 6th, I would have to. And to be honest, if I ran it a little cleaner, I might have had a shot at the end, but I'll take P2. It was a really good race overall. There was a bunch of really good battles up front. We were 3 and 4 wide. Mm-hmm. Overall, it was just a really fun race, and I guess the strategy just didn't work out all the way, but still P2.
Yeah, I mean, a P2 is absolutely nothing to sneeze at. When you're racing among the likes of J-Pa, Trip, Aviator, King Mathers, and so many other great people that have a very established, reputation of being very, very fast here on Heat 5, to come in second or race in that top 5 or even top 10. A lot of great drivers in here. It's got to be a hell of a feather in your cap. Again, you definitely had some support out there in chat. If you could do that again, would you still go with 2 tires, or would you drop back with the Aviator? Maybe, I'm not sure if the Aviator took 4 or if he also only took 2, but do you think the 2 tires was your demise?
Kind of and kind of not. If I took 4, I don't think I would have caught back up to Aviator, and I probably wouldn't have been inside the top 3 either. But with the 2 tires, if I maybe, like I said, if I ran it a bit cleaner, maybe if I didn't make as many mistakes while I had those 2 tires on, I think I might have had a shot at the end. Just maybe.
Well, there you go. Congratulations on this P2. Any quick shout-outs for you, Nugget?
I just would like to thank the field. That was a really fun race, and overall, it was probably one of the best races I've had in this league. And yeah, it was really good.
There you go. All right, so P3 down, P2 down. Moving on to the NNR 2-time Cup Series champion, Aviator pilot of the number 48 Ally Camaro. I tell you what, Aviator, these wins don't come easy. You seem to battle hard, battle through every single time. You had a bit of an advantage in stage number 1. Stage 2 didn't go your way. In fact, I think you were about P14 or so at the end of stage 2. But it seemed like once stage 3 came around, you got shot out of a cannon, able to keep the nose clean for the most part on that car, and you just worked your way through slowly but surely. You made your way to the front. As I just asked Nugget and Mathers about their final stage pit, what was your call?
Oh, of course, I took 4 tires there. There's just no other options, honestly. If you took 2, you're just going to fall off like crazy with 10 laps on a run. I'd say with about 5 laps maybe towards the end, you could probably stretch 2 tires, but not that long of a run.
Yeah, I had a feeling with the leaps and bounds that you were gaining, even with the little bit of a push from the 16 Trip. You were just reeling them in. It seemed like every corner you were cutting down full car lengths. Man, so I know that you've got a couple different spots that you stay at, along the East Coast, up in New York State and down in Florida when you're in school, or maybe some things have changed for you. If it comes down to it and you've got those tickets to Daytona, you going to be able to get the time for it?
Oh, I think so. I've been wanting to go to that anyway, so that would be awesome.
Yeah, whether they change it to the Pepsi 400 or Coke 400 or whatever it is nowadays. I mentioned throughout the stream, or a couple times throughout the stream, that there's about 20 plus of us getting ready for, and we're more than excited for August to come. Unforgotten Shadow, he put out about $4,000 for tickets and hot passes for last season's winners, as well as a few others that asked him, just, hey, can you go ahead and grab mine and I'll send you the cash as well. And of course, for the winner of this season, I'm definitely hoping that whoever wins the tickets in the end is just as excited as I am, and I'm sure you would be as well. Talk us through getting through the field, keeping that car clean, getting the clean air, trying to catch the 12, and then ultimately how you feel now about notching your first win this season.
Well, yeah, man, stage 1 definitely went well. I gave myself a little challenge in the qualifying and had to work my way up a little bit through the field in the first stage. Ended up doing that and then made a bad strategy in stage 2. It cost me a lot. I ended up finishing 8th in the stage, but it's still nowhere near what I should have. But after that, figured not to make the same mistake and just tried to stay up front as much as I could. Had the push of Mathers, Trip, and Nugget throughout that whole run, and just had a really good pit entry. Got a really good pit stop great pit exit and just was able to pull away from everyone else who had tires, and just a matter of time before I wheeled that 12 car in with 2. So yeah, I think that was pretty good.
Man, I big congrats to you, bud. Definitely looking forward to seeing what you're going to be able to do this Thursday night when the NNR Cup Series heads over to New Hampshire, while the Truck and Xfinity head to Dover. So big congrats on your P1. You got that win notch. You're pretty much automatically locked into the post race, which is the last 10 races of the season. Any shout outs for you, man?
Yep, shout out to Shadow for letting me join you guys, and shout out for J-Paw for running this tonight. That was great.
There you go. Well, man, that is going to go ahead and lock it up for me this afternoon. But definitely want to thank everybody that came out, hung out, chatted up, kept me company, kept everybody out there in chat company as well. Definitely big thank you to Rock NASCAR for dropping a grand in bits. Of course, Vols fan, a couple of new followers, and everybody else. I will catch you tomorrow night under my own POV from Charlotte Motor Speedway on the NNR iRacing side. As I also mentioned, Tuesday night right around 9:30, the NNR Truck Series from Dover. Xfinity on Wednesday night about 8:30 Eastern, also from Dover. And like I just said with the Aviator, Thursday night the NNR Cup guys about 8:30 at New Hampshire. It's going to be one hell of a week coming up. Definitely, I thank you all one more time. Please be safe, stay healthy, wear your mask, keep away from the big crowds, do whatever you got to do so we can kick this COVID crap in the back and get to a track as soon as we possibly can. Y'all have a great night.